All right, let's try the JMM winning list. I guess I won't make any changes for now. Hinata Yan Crowned. Says Hinata fell off after Neo, and it didn't really get anything new from this set, so there was no reason to think about it. I mean, that's the X card. I guess that card's not new. It's not the latest set, but the card's pretty sweet. Just like that. Make it disappear. What's the better version, Hinata or Storm? I think Storm's probably easier to hate on. Maybe a little more susceptible to disdainful strokes, counters, removal, and stuff. But I'm not sure. I haven't really played much with either. I'll just play a Hinata, make them deal with it. Takes up their turn. It's fine. How long do you want to stay full-time pro? I don't know. I don't love the pro part of it. I like the stream and I like interacting. The like actual playing in the tournaments and all that. It's good and stuff. I like it, but I don't like as excited about it as I used to be. I'll see. It's hard to say right now, just because of 2 years of COVID and stuff. Everything's kind of a blur, and you don't really know how to feel about stuff. And I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Guess I'll just iterate again this turn. I'm under a bit of pressure, but I should be okay. Could have maybe just played Hall here. It's not like I need the extra cards. Being a professional trainer does already have its perks. It's obviously not a very stable business. Well, that's not a perk. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see, if it needs to make sense financially, obviously, and I need to enjoy it, and maybe there'll be like stuff that comes up. It's hard to know. Apparently, does that make sense financially? Yeah, I make decent money for, especially I haven't been putting in necessarily a ton of efforts. Should I be worried about some kind of counter spell? I guess I could have played the whole. I have more than enough mana. Oh, let's see. Maybe kill that one. Submit. And then do I go fishing in my yellowhat? It does look like a fisher's man's hat, right? I do not. Am I interested in playing Explorer? When it makes sense for me to play Explorer, yeah, when there's tournaments and stuff. Right now I'm just trying to get to Mythic. I guess I could play I'll probably play Explorer at some point this week. I think people are interested in the format. I'll see. Hmm. I was gonna go for it. I don't think they can really have anything. They would need to have exactly Ray of Enfeeblement. Oh, they don't even have black mana. They need to have a Fading Hope that no one plays an Esper. Alright, Esper stuff. Bring in all 4 Flameless Bolt, I guess. I don't think I want to sideboard too much. I think they were probably bringing Bangbusters in these matchups. That's what it's here for. Could bring in some card draw. Negate doesn't seem that great. What about the Stowaway? Spell Pierce might be good to fight their counters and stuff. Maybe better. I don't know if I'll negate. I want Spell Pierce to make disappear. That's a lot of dead counters in the late game. Spell Pierce does get better with Hinata though. Maybe I'll trim some of the expensive stuff. Is Fable even good in this deck? It's good in every deck. You play red, you play Fable pretty much. Just does too much. A little too good. Thank God for that make disappear. The Vest lost both games. Oh, looks like I'm still gonna lose this game. Wow. Yeah. Okay, at least I can sub the chain. Something. Or do you think MTG streams are more played than it used to be? The numbers are down overall. But I think it just kind of condensated. I think there's a lot of the small streamer who kind of gave up. There's also... Oh, I should have done it in response. Whoops. There's also like a peak of like viewers because they were paying the MPL players to stream, so that kind of kind of inflated the numbers and stuff. Yeah, Rain's still on the play. Maybe there's no time for Beholden Deluge after all. Why not jam BO1 if you're going to Mythic? Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I don't really play BO1. Not a fan. So, I don't know. Lacks a little of the depth, I guess. Not what I'm used to do. Not what I'm used to play. Happy to just counter anything here since I get to curve out. Obviously. Sideboard guide or Jeskai Hinata. Not really. I don't have one anyway. Maybe there's one somewhere. There's probably one on the CFB Pro very soon. My wonderful sponsor, Channel Fireball. I'm sure they'll have a deck guides and sideboard guides for all the decks that did well this weekend very soon if they don't already have them. Hand's pretty good, honestly. I guess I don't really need Deadbolt and might not need Dead Mist. Back up Hinata. Better against counter spells. It's keeping the marks just better against removal spells. You could also just go check out the VOD of the tournament and see how Jan boarded in the top 8 every time. It'll take you a little more time to do that, but you really want the sideboard guide. Alright, we have the combo, right? So I have enough, more than enough. Wait, I don't know why I didn't just do it right away. Worked out, I guess. I tried Jeskai Thermal Wing Trite. I tested like somewhat similar decks, but we didn't have the full combo in testing. I don't know, I'm just playing this deck. I wanted me to try this deck, see how it did. So I guess I want to be playing Explorer on Arena. Screening someone. I'll just call them back later when I'm not streaming. Hey DJ Ace, what's up? Oh, did we just play? Yeah, we're black. I'm just screening the president now. I'm too big time. Let's just keep jamming. Why not? What do I think about this Disdainful Stroke and Negate and Esper versus both Hinata and Desert Storm? Yeah, I mean, I think that's some of the best cards you can have, right? Just Spell Pierce, Negate, Stroke, counter spells. Just kind of play with cheap threats and then back it up with counter spells. Makes sense. Alright, sorry, I lost track. They're keeping a bunch of mana up. Oh, you left me a message. Maybe it's actually important. Swap out the moment. I always feel like they are useless. An example, you had 2 tokens from the Mirror Saga and I had the counter in hand for Hinata, but I had to make a move. Oh, they have 2 targets, so it costs 2 more. Yikes. I don't know. I haven't played against these decks enough. Maybe counter spells just don't work. Maybe you got unlucky. You probably need a mix. You need a mix of everything, you know. And you want flash threats too to be able to like they'll play cards when they don't do anything, when they don't play into your counter spells. Probably don't need another Fable at this point. Kind of the nuts here. Oh, auto tapper, please. How how does the auto tapper keep white red up when I have 2 blue cards in hand and nothing that costs red in play? Wow. Whatever. Array. Well, you want a bit of everything. You want a few cheap removals, you want a few counters, you need to keep the pressure. But yeah, I don't know. The blue-red deck's really good. Iteration and Fable of the Mirror Breaker combined with cheap removal. There's no good solution. I think Esper might just not be a very good deck. It had a bad win rate at the championship. It was a most played deck and it had a not very good win rate. People were ready for it. You don't get to play Iteration. You don't get to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Was of Scar Interceptor a good 4-drop going forward? I think that card's fine in small numbers, yeah. Bad to guess. I know people don't love that card. A lot of people don't love that card, but I think it's fine 1 or 2 of, you know, it's plays well with the Wandering Emperor and stuff. Alright, so we're actually playing against. Wait, that wasn't the list from the tournament though. Teamer Control. But similar, they're playing their own take. Eureka Moment is kind of sweet. Oh, let's see. Probably the counters. My own instant speed card draw. Maybe Bang Buster. They have their own Fable. And Marsh's not that great against them. Keep in search for the Fable token. Still in Heartbreak Horror, maybe. Maybe Goldspan is just a card you cut, because it's a little more expensive, a little clunkier. I heard people say Goldspan was bad because of the removal people play. I don't think Goldspan is amazing. It's good in that combo deck because it's part of the combo, but in a vacuum, I don't think it's that great right now. Just need to build around it. Is that actually a spot where you want the extra treasure? I don't think so. Maybe. Let's see what happens. Playing really passive. I think maybe I should have played Iteration last turn. I could have played it this turn. We'll see. Getting the treasure looks like it might work out for me. Plus I drew another Opus anyways. I just don't believe that Jeskai Hinata is the top one deck in Standard, no way. Plays all the good cards, the iterations of Fable. And Hinata is not that bad on its own. You don't trade super efficiently against it. I mean, Raidaz, a kicked Voltage Surge trades up in mana, but something like a Grass, you pay 3 mana, and if they don't have it, then you get to kind of go nuts. It also works well with their counter spells. Looks like my sequencing's working out kind of nicely. Huh. Stowaway or Bangbuster? I'll keep the Stowaway because it's all less mana intensive. And I have that Deluge I maybe want to flashback. I have Hullbreak Aura next turn. Oh wow. What are they trying to resolve? Goldspan Dragon? Alright, you got me. Yeah, I got all the greedy. They're clearly ripping, you know, having that, and I'll let them have it. I like my looters a little too much. Do they have anything for that? I guess we're about to find out. Double Dragonfire. Could have Fading Hope. That would be pretty good for them. Wow. They came ready. Wow, I got owned. Nice, not game one. All these make the spheres against the treasure. Oh man. Kind of played myself. Not even really sure I really got owned. I definitely played myself. Get wrecked. Alright, that is embarrassing. I got owned. That was a good play by them. The Jory Disruption just committing to the plan and worked out. Then you have to mulligan. No lands, no cheap cards, no iteration, no fabled. That's a yikes. I might honestly mulligan. I don't have blue mana and I don't have iteration. Alright, this hand's better. I need the lands. I'll just get rid of the stowaway. Play a little safe. I think they're on 6-2, or 5-2 I mean. Fair fight. Did Cal just jinx them or something? He said OG and TSM were terrible. I mean, the wash stand-ins is clearly a joke though, but it is kind of funny. The Orkyle. Wait, was CCNC playing mid for CCNC played mid? That wasn't Ryle the mid or whatever? It's kind of nice to not play dispute, to not have dispute in standard anymore. It's kind of dumb. Dispute's kind of a dumb card. Oh, he only started in for a couple days. Got it. I'll play around Spell Pierce, I guess. Ooh, wow. I guess I'm just gonna lose to Goldspan Dragon again. Oh well. Goldspan's too good. How far Undying has come, yeah. Oh, it's cool. Easy to root for them, too. Alright, let's not get wrecked by that card again. Let's take a turn off here. Just playing it pretty safe. What is the best tip you ever heard from another player? I'm terrible with these questions. I have bad memory for that stuff. What's a good tip in general? Hydrate. That's kind of lame. I mean, I don't know. When people ask me tip, I just say, I don't have a spell to protect my Hallbreak Core. So I don't need an extra land. That's nice. you know, focus on what you can control. Don't blame bad luck. It's not a good approach. Try to find people that are better than you that you can learn from. I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. Play good card. Yeah, play the best deck. Don't feel like you're above just playing the best deck if you're trying to win, you know. Sometimes there's just the best deck and the best thing you can do is learn how to play it, and something that was probably my biggest mistake in my Pro Tour career is not just play the best deck and learn how to play the best deck and tune the best deck more often. I can even bounce some treasures, nice. These control mirrors are kind of fun. Him doesn't do too much. And I don't have white mana. I think Jeskai is the best deck ADM. I don't know. Sorry. It's a good deck for sure. Charge Disruption's the best card in Stanley. I mean, that line's just so frustrating to play against, well, even at Fable. Getting Mirror Spell, Charge Disruption into them playing Iteration or Fable is just so strong. That's pretty great. Yeah, Supanji. When your opponents discard 0 to Fabled. How did the Jeskai Storm deck feel? That was my default standard deck in the past. I haven't tried the Jeskai Storm list yet. But this deck has felt pretty good. I think any deck was like Jar's Disruption, Iteration, Fable stuff. That's a pretty good base for any deck. And preferably you probably want some proactive win condition. This deck might be less glass cannony than the Storm version. A little late. Yo, Canister. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome everyone. Playing a little standard, playing the deck that won the tournament this weekend. Welcome, welcome. Let's play Goldspan. I have March in hand. think Canister was doing pretty good for a second. Or does that, I can fog their board, I can fling their board, right? 10 damage.
I know something you don't know.
Well, I missed the MPL. I mean, I'll miss getting thrown a lot of money at me for just playing Pro Magic, but I think they're going in the right direction. Esper. So against Esper, I haven't been sideboarding too much. Just negate is probably not super great against them. They're playing like a version with some bigger creatures. So does that make a difference to how I sideboard? Maybe on some disdainful strokes. Not a fan though. I don't think I care about their expensive stuff, honestly. What do I care about? I mean, I guess maybe stance. What happens when you kill that? When you kill that? It kills Raffine and pretty bad. You don't want to have to kill it. Could just do a one behold, I guess, in case they bring on discard spells. Am I gonna play more on the digital or paper scene next year? I mean, I'm gonna keep streaming, so I'm gonna play a lot of digital, I guess, but we'll see. We'll see what the tournament scene looks like, I guess. Alright, I wonder if they have a counter spell. I'm okay saying go one more time. Looks like they might have spell pierce. It's fine. No. Just slam the Hinata. Nope. Psycho Man, thank you so much for a resub. Welcome back. 6 months with the tier 1. Appreciate it. Psycho. Oof. That's what they had. That's what they had. Ugh. It's kind of nasty. That test was JMM. Nah, I didn't play. That's not the deck I played in the tournament. Unfortunately, it looks pretty strong. Our deck was good though. The Grixis deck was good. We didn't get the meta super right though. Well, I guess we did get Esper right, and I guess Esper and Runes were the two most played decks, right? But we're maybe not as ready as we should have been for all the blue-red decks out there. Let's get rid of one of the opuses. Opis, I guess. Do you think 15 years ago meta would be a lot different if Arena was created back then? Well, we had Magic Online, which was kind of similar. Probably not much different. Maybe 25 years ago, but I mean, I guess you can find out, right? Because there's formats like old school. Like, are the old school decks anywhere anything close to what people actually played at the first Pro Tours and stuff? That I don't know. What just happened? It just main phased out? Kind of aggressive. Am I gonna get tested again? Test of talented again? I'll let you know about it too.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Surely this is gonna resolve. What could go wrong?
You're going to rest in pieces.
Even if that resolve, I'm still gonna lose to the Warden. I wonder if I just won the Horror against all their counters. They have Graspo, but I have to use it on other stuff. Oh, I don't know, pulling two Wardens deal with shield counter. Yeah, I probably should have. Or did I dislike negate in this matchup? What are you trying to negate? You're not gonna have negate mana out for their own counters very often. Wedding announcement is not that scary. You also have like other counter spells. You don't want too many counter spells, I guess. No iteration, no fable, no win. Just simple as that. Could just jam here. Worst case, you go disdainful stroke, untap, play. I guess I'll just say go. It's like that against a Wandering Emperor, right? I can't even attack. Alright, it's nice that they didn't have Memory Deluge here. Mine sucks. Oh, that was good. Maybe I have Test of Talent as well. I can just start attacking with Hall or Goalspan. Goalspan, then Hall. Disdainful Stroke makes it interesting. No, I think I'm just gonna say go again. Just Deluge again. Could have Deluge in the upkeep actually. Because they know, I mean, they know I have nothing else. I'm gonna cast Deluge for sure. Targeting Deluge is kind of a mistake by them. I mean, I'm never gonna not cast it. But I guess there was no creatures in the yards anyways. The Wu-Tang Dragon. Let's see. May I save my dragon? I'm probably in great shape regardless of what happens this turn with double iteration and all the mana. Oh, nice. Jeez. It's more fun to cast iteration. It might just be right to attack was thingy though. I guess I could do both. Let's use a mana advantage. Oh wait, did I? Hey. Oops. New player over here. Goldspan Dragon card just got printed. Not used to playing with it. Hold on in case they have Meat Hook Massacre in their deck. Standards. SNC limited because there's the arena qualifier this weekend. Standard, explore, historic. I'll put modern in there too. What else? Standard, explore, historic. Let's see. I guess maybe don't use your allow additional votes. No, I don't want to allow additional votes. All right, I'll start the poll. I don't want people to be able to manipulate the results. Let's play Spikefield Hazard here. Oh. All right, you can vote, chat. Not saying I'm gonna do what people vote for, but just have an idea at least. Vintage mod check. Burn. Burn in every format. I guess you haven't been playing that much Burn recently. Just clear the boards. Kind of unlucky it's not one of my Flame Blast bolts. Never lucky. Oh, it's on the unique John builds, Shoto builds. Wouldn't call it super unique. You just had his own assortment of cards. We thought John was pretty good when we were testing. We're considering John's. And there's a lot of ways you can build it. I think his build was probably fine. I don't know. I don't have any great insights. Maybe that's kind of lucky. I already have whites, yeah. Probably worth it. I mean, I'm getting a bunch of mana just from killing and attacking. I'll play the second one. Probably. Meat Hook Massacre is going to be nasty if they have it, but oh well. View results. Standard and Explorer, SNC limited, modern and fourth actually. I mean, I understand the bias towards arena format since I'm playing arena right now. Historic dead last. Alright, so I guess maybe I'll play some Explorer tonight since I haven't played much Explorer and I know it's format people I'm kind of interested in. I think I just keep it all. Make disappear for our next threat and Magma Opus because I can literally just cast it next turn. I think just discarding both was fine. You could have gone really anyway here. Run a revote was just the top two. I could do that, yeah. I said I would. I guess I'll do it just for... Okay, what should I stream tonight? For those of you who don't know, I usually stream like 3 hours in the afternoon, 3 hours at night. So this is gonna be like one of my last matches. And I'll be back on like 4 hours or so. As attackers, yes. I think I'm in Plasma Python's camp, who says, I far prefer Historic to Explorer or even Pioneer gameplay-wise. Yeah, I like the gameplay of Historic a lot too. Even though the format is stale. I'll just counter it because I would tend to agree. Oh, hello. Just in case. People are gonna get bored of Explorer by the end of the summer. I don't know, people like Pioneer, and Explorer is a bit like Pioneer, so we'll see, I guess. But yeah, RVLs, RV, is that how you say it? RV? Or RVI? I agree that it's also just fun to try out new stuff, even if it doesn't stay fun very long. Isn't there like a huge set coming for Historic and Alchemy? Yeah, there's an Alchemy set coming up soon. I think they're gonna talk about it this Thursday on the daily MTG show. I was lucky. Just slow rolling them. Expensive burn spell. Gotta tab the Meat Hook Massacre. RV, like in German, yeah. I'm fluent in German. You might already know. I guess that one's Dragonfire, maybe? That one's Surge. The Trespassers, they look kind of scary. They haven't quite gotten there yet against me so far, but they look like they could be a little scary. That's an interesting one. I don't have the mana, but I do have all the good cards. Assuming there's a lot of red mana in my deck, I'm just gonna keep. Gamble, gamble. Easy mull, really? I have been mulliganing very well. Yeah, I was late. Actually, wasn't the president. Told me I was washed up. Maybe I should mulligan these atrocious hands and I would win more. Rough. Did I see the New York Times article about fans over the weekend? No, I don't really read the New York Times. I just listen to their podcast. What was it about? I actually cast it, right? Then what? But Haiti? Oh yeah, it's really bad right now, right? I think I got some. Yeah, I mean Haiti's just literally cursed lands. It's just so terrible. I don't know. It's oh. Tu vas reprendre le jeu papier quand les GP et Proto reprendront, c'est pour bientôt, je comprends plus rien à la scène compétitive. Ouais, ils ont assez bien expliqué, c'est pas si compliqué, hein. Il y a des, en gros, il y a des QT près de chez toi si t'as une boutique locale pas trop loin, il y aura sûrement des QT. Les QT, ils te qualifient au championnat régional européen. Il y en a 3 par an. Et ces tournois, ils te qualifient au Pro Tour, quoi, en gros. Mais ouais, je vais peut-être jouer un peu plus, mais pas, je sais pas encore. Sorry about the French. Oh, pardon my French. Is it a dragon? No, it's not. The article was about one of the big French bank investment management companies, but again, it was paywalled and I couldn't read it. Alright, that doesn't work. Yes, I can afford to pay the one. Let's see. Oh, what about the results? Explorer wants 2/3. Okay, play some Explorer tonight. Sounds good. Hôpital, la crise ne cesse d'entrer aux urgences. Huh? Maybe 4/4 would be good enough. You can link, yeah, you can link stuff in chat as long as it's reasonable. What are your thoughts on being asked about your thoughts on PVDR, thoughts on Pro Magic? I don't mind it. I thought PV was off base. I don't agree with his sentiment. I don't think Watsky has anything against player like me and him. I think it's just classic not being aware of your own privilege and stuff. Wait, do I want to block here? Or do I want to keep racing? Not really winning the race. You can check out his tweet. He wrote something. But yeah, basically, broad lines is I disagree. Yeah, Tay, I agree. I thought it was biased. His statement was, biased, misleading. Didn't really lack nuance and was narrow-minded and missed the big picture. It was maybe not missed the big picture, but like he left some stuff out. Basically, I don't know. I'm like still attacking here. Oh, it's only 4 damage, right? It's the power. A tough one to win. I think they're going to put a counter on Trespasser and try and put the counters on the other Trespasser. Any creatures left in the yard? There's one. If I kill it now, the Rafine trigger is all smaller. I guess I'll let them attack. I agree the Worlds field is going to be softer than if they had just kept MPL and Rivals Flair. I mean, that's obvious, but also I think that it was about time they it's like kind of affirmative. We were talking about it yesterday. I guess it's like equivalent of affirmative action for Magic. You have to to do something pretty drastic to make sure it's not the same like 30 players who do well and who qualify for everything and snowball and just yeah. Targeting Rafine, I guess I'll let it resolve. They hit 3 spells? Or was it just 2 spells? I don't know. Either way, looks like I'm pretty screwed. Hinata. To chump. Oh, I'm just dead on board? No. Wait, I still have my removal spell. What context do you think he's missing in his statement? I mean, I think it was Solent who quoted someone yesterday. Oh wow. He said, I guess I'm still gonna die to these things, but I mean, it might seem a bit like a lot for just talking about Magic stuff, but oh, I forget how this card works. Why is it not working? What's wrong with me? Set is X damage divided as you choose amongst up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalker if 6 is X. Oh, I can do 12 points divided, right? Oh, I have to do the 12 points right away. Okay, thank you. What was the quote? The quote was like, to the privileged, equality can feel like oppression. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here was PV's statement and the way he feels. Does he have a point where coming from Bizdeal it's not actually equal? Well, that's like a little like a different question, but I agree that that's maybe where him and I, differ a bit. Is it was, had more opportunities to. It was probably easier for me to, almost definitely easier for me to get to the Pro Tour than it was for him, and he had to work much harder for it. So it feels worse in that way. Because the odds were. His odds of making it to the Pro Tour and doing as well as he did in Magic were just lower than someone who, lived in a big city, was Magic community and stuff. But that's kind of not really what we're really talking about here. Previous for me, like it was an equality by hedge against previous pros. Yeah, but the MPL and the Rivals player had disproportionately benefited from everything. So in some ways they're just balancing things out, you know, just kind of equalizing things and starting to shift the. I mean, it's like I feel like it's all the equivalent of like trickle down. You know, maybe I shouldn't board that bolt after just dying to underdogs a bunch. These trespassers are kind of annoying too. Just not a fan of Goldspan Dragon in this matchup, I guess. It's just like, you know, doing like very small changes, hoping stuff trickles down, or and it just doesn't, you know? It's just you're at the top, so you get to devote more time playing Magic, and you can stay at the top, and you get to network, and you get to test with the best players, and it just compounds. It's just, and you just come almost impossible for people to break in. Like once a year, you have like a Chris Vartek or, you know, someone like that who does well, but really it's just like just huge minority. It's just, you know, it's like a freak accident almost that you get a Vartek or Mark. PV stated that there are players who played the same turns than him, did worse than all of them, and qualified. Yeah, but what were the odds at the beginning of the season that these players would qualify for Worlds, and what was PV's odds? Obviously, PV's odds were like infinitely higher to qualify for Worlds than like a random challenger. I don't know. I feel it's honestly kind of weird that after everything they did for a very few players for the past 3 or 4 years was the MPL, he's actually complaining about a little potential unfair. And even I don't even feel like the system was unfair. I thought their system this year was pretty good. I don't know. If I don't kill Trespasser, that's going to take a lot of damage. Should I discard just the mist? Is that greedy? I don't know. I think I'm guessing maybe he like changes. I mean, he missed by very little, and there was the whole like Austin and Jakub thing that was, and it messed with his tournament. And I mean, he must have been incredibly disappointed. I understand. I don't know. I'm guessing just, you know, you should at least maybe take a day or two to think about it before you post something, because it just has, it's like, you know, it got like 200 retweets and 2,000 likes just because people, you know, it's the, you know, the drama and stuff. And I think it's, I don't know, I feel like it's just a bad take, honestly. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's, you know, he's right. Just my perspective. It's just my opinion, man. You know, and I don't know, you know, it's nothing against PV, and you know, there's definitely nuance. You know, I would be, I would maybe feel the same way if I was in his spot, and if I got that close, I go blank as gas. Oh, sure. Well, I'm gonna lose the cards though. Might as well use them. People on social media just need any reason to hate on WotC. Yeah, of course. That's why, especially PV as, you know, arguably the best player of all time and an ambassador for the game and stuff, I feel like, you know, coming up with these criticism, I don't know, I feel like it's not a good look for PV, honestly, but maybe I'm being wrong, self-righteous, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. If you're coming from Latin America, you're automatically at an extreme disadvantage. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but that's not what he was talking about yesterday. I guess I should save my creature, why not? Maybe I should have faced that one too. I guess I should maybe just save reflection to block, right, or else I'm gonna die. Nice.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa.
Yeah, it added up. These trespassers, the go blank.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Goldspan Dragon was like all mediocre again. But wait, what does happen? Okay. I guess I'm still winning. Maybe I should have played the land in case I don't Fable. They have no cards in hand. Nice.
Until next time, then.
I might be able to just out tempo them. No. Eee, clap. Alright, no removal, please. Break, 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 break. I guess it can still draw maybe a removal up to draw 2, but it can't be banishing verse. Alright, I didn't make it to Mythic. I didn't make it from... I only lost one match, I think, with this deck. Looked pretty good. Definitely looked...